LC oscillations. So this occurs when an inductor and charged capacitor are connected in a circuit. And why they are called LC oscillations? By the end of this module, you will understand. So let's say we connect a capacitor which is already charged with a charge Q and minus Q and connect it with a inductor. So at t is equal to 0, we close the circuit. So clearly the capacitor will start to discharge through the coil. So let us say after t time, the charge left on this plate is plus Q, and obviously the charge left here will be minus Q, and a current I is flowing through it. So now by KVL, let's write the equation. So starting from here, plus Q by C, and because we are going in this direction, like this, minus L di by dt is equal to 0. Now I, the current I can write as minus dq by dt. So why the negative sign? Because dq by dt quantity is actually negative as it is reducing, but I is a positive quantity because the current is flowing like this. So that's why I am writing I as minus dq by dt. So as the charge on capacitor is decreasing, that's why we put a minus sign. So we put this I here, and what we get is d2q by dt square plus q by LC is equal to 0. Now this, if you recall, is the basic equation of SHM. So d2x by dt square plus some constant time x is equal to 0 is the equation of SHM. Time period of this SHM is root of this coefficient of q, which is root 1 by LC. So time period of this SHM is obviously 2 pi by omega, 2 pi root LC. Now the solution of this equation is, you can write it as q is equal to q naught sine omega t plus delta. But if you put boundary conditions here in that equation, what you will get is q is equal to q times cos omega t. So again, you can, let me just write that. So this is the basic solution of this equation, and at t is equal to 0, the charge q is capital Q. So this sine omega t plus delta becomes 1. So sine delta becomes 1, which means delta is equal to pi by 2. Sine omega t plus pi by 2 I can write as cos omega t. So I get q is equal to q cos omega t. Now I is not dq by dt, I is minus dq by dt. So if you do that, you will get I is equal to q omega sine omega t. So minus of this and minus of this will get cancelled when you differentiate. So I can also write as, so this is again the SHM equation of I, and if you remember in SHM we used to do V is equal to omega root a square minus x square. Similarly, I can also be written as omega times root of q square minus q square. If you just put the value of small q, this one, you will get this result. So this is the analysis of LC oscillations. So now you understand why it's called LC oscillations, because the charge and the current both are periodically changing. So a small charge q also reaches its peak q, comes back to 0, comes back to minus 1, minus q, then again 0, q, like that. And I is varying similarly. Now this is one approach to get this equation. Another approach is the energy method, where you just write the total energy, and that is a constant. So total energy of the system at any time t will be half Li square plus q square by 2c. So if the current I is flowing and charge is plus q, energy stored in the capacitor is q square by 2c, and energy stored in inductor is half Li square. So if you differentiate it, you'll get this. And again, dq by dt, if you cancel by I, you have to put a -1 here, because I is minus dq by dt. So simplify this, you will again get the same equation which you got here, and after that the steps are same. Now let us just see what happens from those equations. You can just visualize also how these oscillations are happening. So let's break the whole thing into time periods of t by 4. So this happens at time t is equal to 0, then t by 4, then t by 2, 3t by 4 and t. T is equal to 0, this has plus q charge, this is minus q charge, completely fully charged capacitor, and current is 0. At t by 4, the charge on the capacitor is 0 and maximum current is flowing through this. Then this charge will go and settle here on this plate. So at t by 2, this plate becomes plus q and this becomes minus q, and again current becomes 0. Now after that, current will again start to go back in the opposite direction. So again at 3t by 4, I will be maximum and charge on the capacitor will be 0. And finally, on the completing this cycle, sorry, this should be, yeah, so this will be again plus q and at the end of the cycle, and this will be minus q, and current will again become 0. So this is what happens at different phases of LC oscillations. The phases will be 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Yeah.